Hello, welcome back. Patrick WWDC is here. So this is the third part of Objective-C or Learn Objective-C programming tutorial. So there are some variables. So today I'm going to teach you about variables and types. So I'm going to call this Turkey. Just like this. C, yes, it's type C. Next, create and create. So let's first talk about some variables. So continuing with the recipe metaphor from the last chapter, sometimes a chef will keep a small blackboard in the kitchen for storing data. For example, when unpacking a turkey, he'll notice a label that says 14.2 pounds. Before he throws the wrapper away, he will scribble weight is equal to 14.2 or writes on the blackboard like 14.2. Then just before he puts the turkey in the oven, he will calculate the cooking time. We can say 15 minutes plus 15 minutes per pound by referring to the weight on the blackboard. So during execution, a program often needs places to store data that will be used later. A place where one piece of data can go is known as a variable. So this is a variable. Each variable has a name like cooking time and a type like a number. In addition, when the program executes, the variable will have value like 228.0. And now types. In the program, you will create a new variable by declaring its type and name. Here is an example of variable declaration. So we can say float weight. The type of this variable is float, and its name is weight. At this point, the variable doesn't have a value. In C, you must declare the type of each variable for two reasons. One is the type lets the compiler check your work for you and alert you to possible mistakes or problems. For instance, say you have a variable of a type that holds text. If you ask for its logarithm, the compiler will tell you something it doesn't make sense to ask for this variable logarithm. The second is the type tells the compiler how much space in memory, how many bytes, to reserve for that variable. Here is so now I'm going to tell you what the most commonly used types. So there are short, int, and long. So short, there is integer or int, and long. So these three types are whole numbers. They don't require a decimal point. A short usually has fewer bytes of storage than a long, fewer, so a little smaller, and integer is in between. And also you can store a much larger number in a long than in a short. Then float and double. So float and double. So a float is a floating point number, a number that can have a decimal point. In a memory, a float is stored as a mantissa and an exponent. For example, 346.2 is represented as 3.462 x or multiplied by 10, I don't know how to say that, 10 and that 2, 10 and a quarter, I don't know. And a double is the double precision number, which typically has more bits to hold a longer mantissa and larger exponents. Then char. Just a second. char. A char is one byte integer that we usually treat as a character, like letter A. Then pointers. So the pointer holds a memory address. It is declared using the asterisk character. For example, variable declared as this integer, like this, can hold a memory address where an int is stored. It doesn't hold the actual number value, so this doesn't hold the actual value. It holds the address of memory where there is that number. But if you know the address of the integer, then you can easily get to its value. Pointers are very useful, and there will be more pointers later, much more. And struct or structure is a type made up of other types. You can also create new struct definitions. For example, imagine that you want a geolocation type that contains two float numbers, latitude and longitude. In this case, you will define a struct type. And so we're going to do some things here in this program. Float. We're going to change this. Welcome to learn Objective-C programming tutorial. And now weight is equal to 14.2. Then print f the turkey weighs f, so dot and this thingy that I need to copy paste and comma weight. So this is one thing in the C and Objective-C, and this is like the float number, and this thing is going to take this variable. So it's going to put this variable here, and I can do like more of this, and again weight again, but I'm not going to do this because I need only one for now. Then float cooking time. Cooking time is equal to 15 plus 15 multiplied by weight. So this means multiplied by something. And print again cook it for this minutes. And this cooking time, it sounds weird. Cooking time. Yeah. It's actually really weird. So let's open this and run the program. So the turkey weights, I'm going to do some easier number like 10. It's good. So it's actually working. So 10 multiplied by 15 is equal to 150 plus 15 is equal to 165. And yeah, this is great thing. So I hope you learned something about variables and types, but later on you are going to know that better because we are going to use it actually. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, subscribe, comment, and goodbye. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.